Welcome viewers. This is season 2's round 2's final hour. So I'm gonna hopefully try to preserve the memory. Looks like the samurai are ahead. Hopefully we'll win it. We'll see how it goes. So far, this has been a good team here. We've been getting through the matches in under 5 minutes, which is good, real good. You can actually get through matches in about 2 minutes 30 seconds, roughly. So, you know, if everything goes extra well, but anything under 5 minutes to me is a good thing. But yeah, Dominion is really about, you know, in the instructions they say it's, you know, kills and not just securing, but hold on 1 second. But yeah, it's, you know, more about securing the objectives. The main objectives actually, not really the battlefield. The battlefield is, you know, is important too as far as a secondary aspect to making sure the primary objectives are maintained, which would be the, you know, main 2 points. In this case is A and C. Because, you know, when you take over these points, you'll actually see that you get like 100 points extra, and you know, you're holding, you know, actually 100 points towards your team end goal to get sudden death on the other team. But you'll notice, like, when you take over B, you'll get your character actually on the scoreboard won't even get you know, points for an objective when you take over B. Yeah, you know, which is interesting. But it does help you win the game without a doubt, to have it controlled. I think that's actually how the instructions stated, is controlling the objectives, which, you know, doesn't necessarily mean, you know, tag your it, capture the flag type thing. It's staying with the objective is important. You know, a lot of times it requires a good bit of patience to try to just hold down a base like this. But you know, my advice is to, like, look at your move set, check out your gear, practice some moves, you know, that sort of thing. But you know, every time that, you know, you get a conversion of points in one way or another, that's just going to slow your progression down to winning the match that much sooner. I say if you don't control the battlefield, you know, you'll still win in at around like 5 minutes 30 seconds generally, something like that. But if you're able to control the battlefield as well, then you know, you get it done in under 5 minutes. And if, you know, the team has got the main objectives, you know, like I said, in this case it's A and C held down, because you don't even get, as you see in the upper right hand corner, say 2 points per second, you don't get that controlling B. But like I said, controlling B does speed up the process, because you maintain an extra 100 points, and, you know, the other team doesn't. But yeah, it's controlling the main 2 objectives is most important. Like I said, if you're able to control the battlefield, cool, then you're getting it done probably about a minute sooner or so. Yeah, most people, you know, kind of have their own opinion about how they might want to play this, and also to their own different degree of patience. I mean, you kind of run around and go all ham on everything, but you know, you tend not to build points quite as quickly if at least one person or two people aren't maintaining the main objectives. I like to save the certain feats till after, you know, we get a solid 1,100 points, something like that. You know, sometimes, you know, right when we get the conversion, if, you know, we have people holding the bases down, but if it's like only me holding down the bases, then, or a base, then, you know, I wait till after 1,100 points.
Victory!
So that's not wasted, just in case a conversion happens. Most of the time it will. It's you know, almost guaranteed if the AI isn't, the enemy AI isn't preoccupied, because you know, I'm talking about player versus environment here. That's what we're dealing with here. They're going to go for the base to, you know, turn over the the sudden death. I try to warn teammates that that's going to happen, but you know, a lot of times they don't regard that situation. But yeah, everybody wasn't doing as well as they were the previous matches that came in under, you know, 6 minutes. Like I said, last time I still had to change over somebody because I had somebody holding down the bases the last 2 matches. So yeah, as you can see, when you only got one person holding down the base and you get conversions, it'll be like 6 minutes to get through it. And if you get a lot of weird stuff going on, or teammates just not helping you at all as far as holding down the bases, it can, you know, the objectives rather, it can go to like 9 minutes. Just a ridiculous amount of time, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see.
Captured Zone C. You lost Zone A. You captured Zone A.
Those that I've seen before, this is my gear stats. Yeah, I can't say it enough. I just really love the clarity you have from a distance in this game. Like, you got 20/20 vision regardless of how far away something is, which is really cool.
Incontinence!
Yeah, in case anybody's wondering, these are like, you know, it's, like I said, it's PVE, and so it's you know, it's the team here fighting against bots, and you know, the bots are level 1 because none of us play PvP. You see, when you start playing PvP in this game, a little unknown or unannounced particular that I've noticed, and others have noted too, that when you play PvP, the more experience you get in it, the harder the bots in PvE become when you go over to PvE. I'm not sure exactly why. I guess they feel like, you know, want to increase the challenge for people playing PvP whenever they go to PvE.
Enemy team is breaking.
But the problem is that most of us, like I said, like in this match, for example, here, where all we do is PvE, because, you know, when somebody knows that PvP comes into PvE, you know, we start dealing with level 2 and level 3 bots, depending on how much experience they have, and it, you know, it can be a miserable experience for most. And I mean, I can't say that it isn't for me either, because you know, I don't particularly care for dealing with level 3 bots. I mean, I can deal with a level 1 bot generally one-on-one, but this season 2, ever since it started, I'd say the bots have been ganging up on us far more frequently. It's almost like a call and response to the way the public, you know, gangs up on the bots. It's like, it's interesting the way they programmed them. But yeah, that was a good match there. That went under 4 minutes there. Everybody was doing their job well. But yeah, see, Samurai looking like we're at 26 territories. The Vikings look like they are holding at 20 territories. This is, you know, give and take the plus and minus of each faction. And the Knights look like they are at 23 territories. So yeah, we're still up at the moment. I was working on that territory above the one I just placed the little sword at, but it wasn't going too well. In this territory I'm working on was at 53% earlier and a couple hours ago, and it fell a couple of percentages, so it's like at 51%. So I'm trying to make sure we maintain that at least. But yeah, I tried to get this up and going as close as I could to the last hour, but I don't know. I guess it's a little under that or something like that. It's about another 40 minutes left, I guess, now. Might need to adjust the title later. We'll see. It seems like with the factions, though, it's interesting the way the numbers fluctuate, especially with newcomers and when new people join a particular faction. If they're not doing their part to sort of say fill their quota of you know, deployable assets, you know, per capita of each individual person in each faction, then the faction can suffer as a whole. It's kind of interesting. It's almost like the faction with the least amount of players seems to do better if the faction with the least amount of players are more overall playing. It's an interesting gambit.
You captured Zone A.
But yeah, I like fighting level. You know, yeah, I'm in my 40s, and I don't want to sound broken, but like in my previous videos, I've explained that, you know, I deal with chronic pain, and I use video gaming to help me with that. So I'm not trying to add too much of the wrong drama in my day to. Yeah, I mean, one might say to yourself, well, why doesn't he run people who ran down there and got killed? And it's like, well, it's going to be disadvantage in the long run as far as the point, and the fact that the AI is not stupid and they're going to want to. Oh, that was luck. They're going to want to control the base as soon as you leave it. It's funny how the AI, the enemy and allied AI, if you don't have teammates in the multiplayer, can about 50% of the time something will be better than regular players. It's kind of unfortunate. I mean, but then again, it's an AI, and they're going to be about trying to win the game versus their own opinion about how they might want to just play. Those are two different things. How you might want to doing whatever you need to control which the instructions to tell you to do. Not kills, even though I mean is important, but it's almost more importantly it's being the points. I'd say because you'll see even the AI, you know, in this player versus environment. Like I said, their tactics are hilarious, but they'll bait with you. You know, they'll stand just outside the zone, try to pull you out of the zone from gaining points or ruining your zone multiplier, which you see in the right hand corner above quick chat. You'll see how many points I'm gaining. Like on the scoreboard, you see my points just steadily going up, just standing here. But you know, the enemy wants to win. You know, like, so they're going to come to you. So, in my opinion, you know, if you're patient, patience is not a strong suit for most, it seems. But you know, like I said, you can occupy yourself by checking out your gear. You know, move sets. You know, practicing some moves while you're waiting or whatever.
Enemy team is breaking.
Doing some funny antics. Little drum shuffle.
The enemy rally.
Use yourself with the emotes. Make your character look like they're having a seizure. Get hit, blindsided. You know. But either way, you're controlling the objective. And if you're not strong, you know, have a teammate to back you. You know, that's, you know, but you know, the battlefield, like I was saying earlier, even when you take over the battlefield on the scoreboard, it would show you that you have gained no objectives. The battlefield also too does not give you the boosting zone points you see in the left hand corner above quick chat. The battlefield is good, in my opinion, if you've got extra manpower to spare, not controlling the main objectives, which in this case here are A and C. You know, because it keeps the other team from having 100 points in hold, so to speak. It keeps the other team from killing your soldiers and gaining extra points, you know. But looks like we just ran across a connection error. Yay. You gotta love it. Actually, I don't in particular. So I think that's probably going to have to cause me to pause this broadcast and restart it. Because I think it's going to have me restart the application. Let's see if I can do it without interrupting the broadcast. If not, I'll be back shortly.